Hello everyone, Himawari Kitsune here, and I'm doing the first animation tutorial of Animation Nation. In this tutorial, we're going to do a step-by-step walk cycle, and you can do it with me, or you can just watch. I would recommend watching it first and then doing it with me, just so you can get an idea. Okay, so here you see that I've already started with frame 1, and I've started out with the skeleton, just a stick figure skeleton. And the reason I do this is because I don't want to spend all that time drawing out my frames and realize that my character doesn't really move properly. So here, this is just to get our movements set out. And now you see, I've already got the legs drawn here in different colors. Now the reason I do this is so I don't get the legs mixed up. So these two blue legs are on the left side of her body, and these two green legs are on her right side, the side closest to us. You can do it any way you want, but I find this is just easier, so I don't get my legs mixed up, and then end up not even knowing where my character's going. Now, in this tutorial, I'm going to use my character Luna, mainly just because I love drawing her so much. And she's got a very simple line art, I think. So, it's good to start with a simple line art when you're just starting out animating. Now, she's a puppy, so her body is pretty compact and close together. Now, when starting your animation, you want to have all of your programs together. So what I'm here using is Photoshop CS4. And the reason I like using this for my frames is because you can have transparent qualities, you can lower the opacity for onion skin effect, and then you can have different layers. But of course, you can use anything you want. When I do real animating for like cartoons and stuff, I draw it out on paper and then scan it on my computer. But sometimes I don't even do that because I use Sony Vegas Pro to put it all together. And Sony Vegas Pro has layer properties as well. So if I want to just have the character moving separate from the background, I could have a transparent background while making the character and then just have the background, so you don't have to keep animating the background. And I'll get more into that in another tutorial. In this one, we're just going to do a walk cycle, and I'm going to do it with you step by step. So here we've got our first frame. And on our right side, which is the side closest to us again, we've got her paw outstretched but stepping down because she's just finished a step and she's going to be pulling back a little bit to propel herself forward. And then this back leg on the right side is a little up in the air, and that's going to be coming forward. And her left side blue legs here are meeting each other kind of in the middle because this blue one used to be up here, outstretched, and it pulled forward, pulling her body forward. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Layer, Duplicate Layer. And we're going to change that to the name of that layer to 2 because this is going to be our second frame. And what we're going to do is on frame 2, we're going to erase her legs. You're probably thinking like, what? But we need those. Well, just watch and see. Now, we're going to go back to layer 1 and we're going to lower the opacity for an onion skin effect to about 50. And what onion skinning is the previous frame is going to be kind of see-through. That way when you're working on the next frame, you can kind of see what you've already done. So right now I'm on frame 2, and I'm going to do the right side closest to us first. Now when I open up a project, I usually have it at width 11, height 8, and I have the resolution relatively high. I have it at 200 pixels per inch right now, and when I'm finally done with all my frames and such, I always shrink that down to 72 because it compresses the lines and makes them really tiny, really skinny. I'm using a size 6 pixel brush right now. So on the right side outside legs, I'm going to go here to the front one, And this one's going to come in just a little bit. And then this leg right here, the back one, this one's going to be coming forward just a bit. And now we're going to go to the left side, the side furthest away from us. And what's going to be happening here is that this paw is going to just be coming picked up. She's just picking this one up. And this back leg is going to be going back a little bit because it's going to be moving that way. It's going to be moving that way. So, we've already got another frame. Now we're going to go and we're going to duplicate this one. We're going to duplicate frame 2 and we're going to rename it to frame 3. We're going to go back to frame 1 and I'm going to bring the opacity all the way up